How is value created? When people think about business or economics, most assume that in order to make money, you have to create something, create a product, create food, create an app, build a factory, and that is certainly true. Many people become wealthy by creating something that others need. However, there is an economic insight that is often overlooked. Value is not always created by making something. Sometimes value is created simply by moving something. What does that mean? Let's explore. Imagine a farmer growing red onions in a rural village. In his village, red onions sell for $1 per kilogram. A trader buys those onions, transports them to a city, and sells them for $1.70 per kilogram. Now here's the question. Who created the value? Most people immediately point to the farmer because he is the one who grew the onions. And they are right. Without the farmer, there would be no onions to sell. But the trader also created value. Why? Because he moved the onions from a place with abundant supply to a place with greater demand. He bridged a gap. And in economics, bridging a gap is often just as valuable as creating the product itself. This principle appears everywhere around us. A warehouse does not manufacture products, yet it creates value by storing products until they are needed. A delivery service does not manufacture products, yet it creates value by bringing products to customers. A marketplace does not produce most of the goods sold on its platform, yet it creates value by connecting buyers and sellers. A bank does not create wealth out of thin air, yet it creates value by moving money from people who have excess capital to people who need capital. This leads to an interesting question. Most people ask, what can I produce? But often the more profitable question is, what gap can I connect? Because profits frequently emerge from connecting things that were previously separated. Connecting regions with surplus goods to regions with shortages, connecting producers with consumers, connecting information with people who need it, connecting today's needs with tomorrow's opportunities. Imagine two farmers. The first farmer only knows the onion price in his local market. The second farmer knows the onion prices in 5 different markets. Which farmer has a greater opportunity to earn more? Often, it is not the farmer with the larger field. It is the farmer with better information. Because information itself is a bridge. It connects opportunities with the people who can act on them. This is one reason why many of the world's largest companies are not manufacturers. Uber does not own a fleet of taxis. Airbnb does not own hotels. Tokopedia does not manufacture most of the products sold on its platform. These companies became successful because they connected people who previously had difficulty finding each other or doing business together. They made complicated processes easier. They made transactions faster. They reduced costs. And whenever a gap becomes smaller, economic value is created. That is why, when looking for business opportunities, it is not enough to ask what you can build. Also ask what you can connect. Look for products that are in the wrong place. Look for information that has not reached the people who need it. Look for problems that exist because two parties cannot easily find each other. Because in many cases, wealth does not come from producing more things. It comes from seeing a gap that others overlook and becoming the bridge that connects it.